some people do get a clinical illness and some don't, and what factors influence that?
Make them deal with life situations in a better way.
I'm very much interested in psychopathology.
Especially I'm interested in mental disorders.
And I believe that clinical research or clinical practice in itself is about helping people.
It's about secondary traumatization.
The relationship between sex and disgust.
Exposure therapy.
My research is about EMDR, which is a trauma therapy, and we're basically looking into one aspect of it, which are the eye movements.
Yearning, which is a symptom of complicated grief.
Belief bias and the influence on anxiety disorders.
It's called the think, no think paradigm.
Looking whether a disgusting smell is able to suppress sexual arousal.
It's about approach avoidance tendencies in people with eating disorders, so whether they show approach tendencies towards food or not.
Mindfulness interventions and facial action training to increase empathy.
If you are afraid of spiders, this would imply what I believe is true: spiders are dangerous, so I'm more likely to hold on to the belief that spiders are dangerous, which would lead to the maintenance of an anxiety disorder, for example.
I've never worked on validation scales before. I've never done a scale or worked on one, so it seemed like the best choice for me.
The question that I would like to answer is how we are able to actually engage in sexual behaviors if they are disgusting.
The question is whether visual spatial interference can interfere with the development of intrusions.
So I work with those children and adolescents who are really afraid of social situations, for example. And then it was really cool to do an exposure with them in a social situation, like asking a stranger what time it is, and to see that they were so proud of themselves that they did it, while they were, afraid of it before.
I'm currently applying for a PhD position.
Basically, I want to do both research and work in clinic, because I think this is the best way to help society as well as develop myself.
Well, I think it really depends on what your interests are. So in that way, I think everything is possible.